Tea time. Did you hear the story about the woman who was in a terrible marriage? Like, she and her husband did nothing but fight. They had 2 kids, but outside of those 2 kids, they had nothing in common and they didn't even like each other. They didn't sleep together anymore. She had no interest in it. And as a last ditch effort, she suggested that maybe they go to counseling. And they do. And they go to couples counseling and individual counseling. And after a few months, things seem to change. All of a sudden, her husband is more attentive. He's listening to what she says. When they have an argument, he comes back and apologizes. He's planning things for their family, trips, nice, thoughtful gifts. She's like, what? This therapy seems to be working. And it doesn't end. Year after year after year, this man has changed, and she realizes, oh my gosh, I am falling in love with my husband again. She's so happy. She wants him sexually. She wants to touch him, and she's so proud and tells all her friends about how great their marriage is now. One day she's sitting at home, and she's scrolling through Facebook, and she realizes this isn't her feed. It's her husband's. So she decides, well, let me see, let's look and see his messages, and she finds a message thread that she can't believe. It's him and another woman flirting back and forth, sending pictures, talking about what a good time they just had. She's like, what? He's cheating with someone else? Who is this woman? As she scrolls back and back and back and back, this has been going on for years. In fact, the top of the messages is around the time when they started couples therapy 3 years ago. As she takes her time reading through all the messages, it took hours. And she's seeing that their conversations are a bit weird. He's telling her his problems in his marriage. Oh, she won't listen to me. Oh, she's getting on my nerves. And the woman is actually giving him helpful advice. She's telling him to listen. She's telling him to apologize. She's telling him how to plan thoughtful trips and give gifts. And he's actually implementing into the relationship and coming back to report to her about how great things are. The woman is so happy and telling him to prioritize his marriage. They're still sleeping together about once a month, but she's making sure that he treats his wife right. And he's professing his love for the woman, saying, oh my gosh, if it wasn't for you, my marriage wouldn't even be tolerable. He's telling the woman, you're the love of my life. And she's saying, I know, I feel the same, but I can't leave my marriage because my husband needs me. So this is all that it's gonna be. And he's like, well, I would change things in a minute if I could. And she says, no, it's probably just limerick. We don't even see each other every day. So of course it's gonna feel fresh and new and exciting. And he says, I don't care what you're saying. I love you and I wish I could be with you. And she's saying, just calm down and go be back with your wife. And he does. And he's making the relationship great every day. And as she's reading all these messages, she's dumbfounded and she can't believe that she's in a happy marriage all because her husband cheated and found the leadership of another woman.